Tuesday, September 1st, day 105. So today, the morning was a bit on the cold side. It was windy and it was still dark. But at least it wasn't that cold and wasn't raining, so it was better than yesterday. Yeah, I think the darker mornings are just something we're gonna have to get used to. No help for that this late in the year when we're heading north. Today's the day, though, that we're going to enter Washington, I believe. I mean, there's a slight chance that we'll stop on the Oregon side of the Bridge of the Gods, but I think we're probably going to enter Washington today. I believe we have about 21 miles to go to the border. Then we'll cross the border, and then we'll probably meet the support vehicles to resupply, and we'll probably spend the night with them, I believe. So today will probably be a bit of an easier day, at least mileage-wise. I believe we still have to climb like 4,000 feet and then drop maybe like a total of 8,000 feet or something. Yeah, the Bridge of the Gods is apparently the low point of the PCT, and it's only like 79 feet above sea level or something, so we have to drop quite a ways. I believe we're currently at like 4,000, and as I said, we climb another 4,000. So that means we're probably going to have to drop close to 8,000. And at times, going downhill can be worse than going uphill. I mean, it's maybe not as physically tiring, but it's a lot harder on your feet and knees, and then if you're trying to use your poles a lot to compensate, then it can be tiresome on your hands and your arms, and yeah. Going downhill can be quite rough. But I believe that's the plan for the day. Washington, yay. That there is likely the Columbian River. It's the border between Washington and Oregon.
Pretty sure.
Looks like down there, maybe Bridge of the Gods. Kind of seems like maybe a bigger bridge than I was anticipating. I knew it was a big bridge, but it looks like it could take a while to walk across.
Here we are coming up on Bridge of the Gods in Cascade Locks, Oregon. Bridge of the Gods is where we say goodbye to Oregon and enter Washington. I don't think there's any trail sign. There isn't any walkway for hikers. We just have to walk in the lane of traffic. So I don't know that I'll be able to really video anything while we go across.
Crossing Bridge of the Gods. Don't know if I'll have to move my phone around to stand the traffic, so it might not be a good video. Very windy. We only hiked 21 miles today, and then we reached Bridge of the Gods and Cascade Locks. We did cross to the far side of the Bridge of the Gods before we met up with the sport vehicles. Once we met up with them, we just went to the KOA where we're going to be staying for tonight. Crossing the Bridge of the Gods actually went better than I expected. It was really windy on the bridge, but you got some good views, and I'd heard that some hikers were having issues with the traffic. Like, some of the drivers would actually be really rude and throw garbage and stuff at them, and we didn't experience anything like that. So for us, crossing the Bridge of the Gods went really well and smooth and without any issues.
Okay, since the start of the trip, I've basically carried the same stuff the whole time. However, now I've decided I might be removing a few things and possibly adding one or two things, so I thought I'd make a quick video of that. So that is most of what I have been carrying. I'm not going to go through what that is at this point. This is what I'm going to be definitely removing from my bag. I believe I have 2 different pairs of sock liners. I used sock liners a little bit in the desert, but haven't really used them since, so no point in carrying them. I have a mask. Since it was, year of COVID, I was carrying a mask, but I was also carrying a buff and a handkerchief, both of which can serve as a mask, so there's no reason to have a dedicated mask. I have a small camp towel, which I've never really used, so no point in bringing. Those are my sun gloves, which I haven't used since about halfway through the desert. That is a knee compression sock thing. Basically they're only good for, 30 uses or so that one's worn out and I don't need to carry it. No longer going to carry my bug head net. I used it a few times in the Sierras, but never really got much use out of it, and I don't think I'll be needing it. The mosquitoes haven't been that bad in Oregon. Seems like we're coming through late enough that they're not a big issue, and I don't think they'll be that bad in Washington either. Going to get rid of that knee brace as well. It was working, but now it seems like it was stretched out a bit, and I got a different one that I'm going to use, so I'm going to check that out. And then I'm removing a few random items. So I had a hairbrush mirror, which I never used, some chapstick stuff, which again never used, 2 different sharpening stones. I really like knives, so I do like keeping my knife sharp, but don't really think I'll need to use it for the rest of the trip. Some sunscreen, but again, don't think I'll need much sunscreen. I'm still carrying a little in a smaller, lighter tube. And this is some menthol balm stuff for like sore muscles and congestion, which I don't think I'll need. This is the stuff I'm considering throwing out. At the bottom we have my dry bag. I was kind of using it as a dirty laundry bag, or if I was going to do laundry and actually use biodegradable soap or something, I'd scoop it all up in that. Then I could shake up that bag, kind of agitating it, dump it away from springs and lakes, and kind of do laundry that way. But I really haven't had to do that much, and I really generally don't need to use it as a dirty laundry bag either, so I'm considering chucking that. I have this little coin towel. Again, I haven't used it yet, but since it's so small and light, I'm still considering keeping it. It might be helpful if it's rainy and snowy in Washington or something, maybe dry off my feet or something, so I'm unsure if I want to check it or not. And then I had been carrying a Nintendo Switch and its power bank, but I'm beginning to wonder if I should continue carrying it or not. Sometimes I really do enjoy it, but other times it is just, a large weight. The only times I'd really use it are in camp, and sometimes in camp you're just too tired to really do much of anything, and I still have my Kindle for reading and stuff, so unsure if I'll continue carrying the Nintendo Switch or not. I'm going to be adding to my bag some gloves. They have this rain cover, and otherwise it's just a normal glove underneath that, so they can be both helpful if it's raining or if your hands are just cold. I have a new knee compression sock and a new knee brace, so I'll be adding all of that to my bag.
It's Thursday, September 3rd. There is Mount Adams. This is our first really good close-up view of it. We've seen it a couple times in the distance. The PCT goes right up to it and then passes by it on the left, I believe. So we know where we're headed for a bit. it's kind of cool to get a look at it.
Yesterday we got a bit of a late start hiking out, so we only made it like 20 miles or so that day. Although it was really warm yesterday. It's also fairly warm today, I'd say. I don't know. I'd say it seems like these have been the warmest days it's been in several days, possibly in weeks. I don't know. It just seemed really warm today and yesterday, but maybe I'm forgetting how warm it was. But I kind of don't think so. I think maybe Oregon was just more of a cloudy, overcast state for us when we went through it. So I feel like it's been the warmest it has been for a while, just today and yesterday. Today we've so far hiked about 12 miles. Probably going to do another 12 or 13 miles to make it for a 25-mile day or so today. We just hiked the first 12 miles or so, and then we met the support vehicles. We ate a quick lunch with them, and now we've got the dog for the next section. I believe we'll have her for the 12 or 13 miles tonight, and then probably another 9 or 10 miles tomorrow. So, yeah, not a hugely long section, but she hasn't been able to do, too long of sections, so I don't want to press her too hard. And as I said, it's been getting warmer recently, so she probably won't like that.
One thing we've noticed while hiking in Washington is how tall the trees are. It's really hard to capture on camera, but they just go up and up and up. And there's no branches for ages. And then up at the very top, they have plenty of branches that form almost a canopy, and there's tons of shade. And there'll be times when we're hiking along a hill, and we'll look down, and the trunk will be way below us, and then we'll look up, and the top will still be way above us. So these trees are super cool and super tall. They don't ever seem to be this tall in Montana. So it's just been super cool to hike through these towering trees. And there's been a lot of shade, which has been nice too. We have Willow with us right now. She did get pretty hot today, but the shade definitely helps a lot.
So here we have the dog. She seems all worn out from her day hiking. Until you ask her, do you want dinner? You want dinner?